if you click on it, it should get a nice little red bubble or a red dot or some other kind of stuff. As you can see, we can't see anything, so let's get a bit closer, and there we go. We can see our little red little bubble there. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna let our other drone probes out. Now, a lot of people use four. Four is the minimum you need to use on probes to find the thing. Some people use 5, some people use a lot more, I don't know. A lot of people say the more probes you have, the better. I find that to be untrue, at least from what I've read anyway, because basically, supposedly anyway, the more probes you have around a signature, the higher the deviation can go, and basically the worse it is for you, to be honest. This is jumping around, let's just do this, make it stop. Okay, so we got a fairly small signal, so what we're going to do is put the scan range to 8, and we should be able to cover it. We could put it to 4, I would normally, but just for this particular tutorial, I'm going to leave it at 8, just so we cover it really nicely. So basically now what we're going to do, this is the reason I use 6. Why? I normally put 1 on one side, 1 on the other, 1 at the bottom and 1 on the top. Now we've got 2 in the middle, and what I normally do, I put 1 right on top of it and 1 right at the bottom. This may look like overkill, but it does help me. I rarely lose any signal at all. Let's change this a little bit, just so we can look at this. There we go. Basically, I would normally do this if I had a bigger bubble, because I would normally want to try and make sure all my range cover the whole bubble. I'm only doing this here just because it's a tutorial, so let's see if we can get better signal strength on this. Hopefully we will. Sorry. And there we go, we got 5.78%, and you can see it moved around a bit, didn't it? Okay, so what do I normally do then? We can safely put this to 4. We could probably put it to 2, but just because of this tutorial, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to move my probes a bit. What I normally do, what I find best when scanning, put it more or less in the middle, a little bit lower than the middle of your screen, and looking at it, looking at this screen, you can see I can have a look of all my probes horizontally. So I want to put this right on the top, this one right aligned with it as well, and this one as well, and this one as well. Okay, so we got a nice vertical line. Then move it around, put this right on the top as well, this one, and this one. Okay, we've got a nice vertical line. What does that do? It keeps the signature you will always be in the middle. The little red dot, the signature will always be in there. So what do we do next? We pull the other probes in, so we got a nice little mess in here. Basically, you want to make sure the little signature is in that middle there. However, you're not going to put all of it right in there. Why? Because there's some noise outside. I apologize for that. Because all they'll do is make it a bit more of a risk that you will lose the actual point. Now we turn it 90 degrees, and you see, oh, it's all the way down here. So what do? We pull this one down. Oh, sorry. Pull this one down a little bit, and we'll pull all the other ones as well. Basically, we want the middle ones, the 4 that are around it, to be in line with it. Now you can click right in the middle of it and move it around, but I normally mess that up, so that's why I don't do it. So okay, now we've got the signature, it's dead center. It'll probably move a bit because we only got 5% signal. but we probably won't lose it at least. So let's scan it again. The more you practice this, the quicker it will be. I'm taking my time on this because the tutorial. I can normally find one in say 5 minutes, maybe a little bit less. Anyway, here we go. It's moved a bit, so once again, let's take it down to 2 now. If you want to risk it, you could take it to 1. You've got 14% signal, you shouldn't lose it. So let's go, we put these again. Little vertical line here. It doesn't have to be perfect, I just normally try. Let's move this one a bit closer, just for hell's sake. I want to zoom in a little bit more. Just for ease sake. There we go. And then another one. Let's get another vertical line here. Move the camera a bit. And there we go. And then, oh, they're just about spot on, so we don't have to move these too much, but we'll bring